Harmonizing Resurgence. Once, there was a musician whose name was whispered in reverence by the world. People would travel from distant lands to hear the magic he spun through his guitar, a symphony of emotions that transcended time and space. But, like all great stories, this one had a bitter twist. The musician disappeared into the shadows, leaving behind only a memory of his enchanting tunes. This is the story of his struggle, his resurgence, and his unwavering journey to reclaim the spotlight. Part 1: The Fading Melody. In the heart of the city, where the neon lights painted the night sky with vibrant colors, lived a man named Alexander Grayson. His hands, once skilled and agile, now trembled as he held a guitar covered in dust. Time had not been kind to him, nor had he been kind to himself. Once celebrated as a virtuoso, his name had faded into obscurity. Born into a family of musicians, Alex's fingers had touched the strings of a guitar even before he could walk. His father had been a struggling musician himself, and he had envisioned a different life for his son. Music is a path fraught with hardship, he'd often say. But the young Alex was drawn to music like a moth to a flame. By his teenage years, Alex was a sensation. His prodigious talent was matched only by his passion for the guitar. With every chord he played, he poured his heart and soul into his music. The world embraced him with open arms, and soon, he was a household name. Yet, the relentless demands of fame, the pressure to churn out hits, and the ever-watchful eye of the media took their toll. Alex started losing himself in the glitz and glamour. The parties, the late nights, and the excesses of stardom became his new reality. He slowly distanced himself from the very thing that had brought him to the pinnacle of success, his music. Part 2: The Abyss. As the years passed, the world moved on. New stars emerged in the sky, and Alex's brilliance faded. His music no longer resonated with the audience, who had moved on to new genres and new sounds. The radio waves that once carried his melodies were now filled with a cacophony of voices and electronic beats. But Alex couldn't move on. The guitar, which had been an extension of his soul, lay in the corner, untouched, gathering dust. His days were filled with emptiness, and his nights with the echoes of what could have been. The man who had once been the life of the party was now a recluse, haunted by the ghosts of his past. Alcohol became his constant companion, numbing the pain but also drowning his dreams. The strings of his life had snapped, leaving him in a silent abyss. His fingers, once nimble, now shook with each sip from the bottle. The very thing that had been his solace, his refuge, had become his tormentor. One fateful night, as the rain poured outside, Alex found himself alone in his dimly lit apartment. The TV, a constant source of background noise, was playing a documentary about the life of a struggling musician. The story struck a chord within him. The musician in the documentary had a dream, a passion, and an unyielding desire to make his music heard. He faced hardships, rejection, and poverty but refused to give up. As Alex watched, he realized that this musician's story mirrored his own in the beginning. Tears welled up in his eyes as he remembered the joy, the connection, and the soul-stirring magic of playing his guitar. It was a wake-up call, a call to arms against the shadows that had engulfed him for too long. Part 3: The Resurgence begins. The next morning, the rain had washed away not just the grime on the streets but also the cobwebs in Alex's mind. With determination burning like a fire within, he picked up his guitar and wiped away the layers of dust. His fingers, frail and unsteady, touched the strings, producing a feeble sound. The music that once flowed effortlessly from him now felt foreign. The journey back to his former glory was not going to be easy. Alex had to relearn the basics, regain his dexterity, and rediscover his voice. He embarked on a relentless routine of practice, starting from scratch, like a novice, while battling the demons of his past. Weeks turned into months, and his apartment echoed with the sounds of his struggle. The strings of the guitar bit into his fingers, but he persevered. His calloused hands were a testament to his unyielding spirit. Day by day, note by note, he clawed his way back. A chance encounter with a street musician changed everything. Alex stumbled upon a young, talented singer named Mia, who was strumming a guitar outside a subway station. Her voice was like a soothing balm, and her songs resonated with emotions that he had long forgotten. Mia's humility and the raw authenticity of her music struck a chord in Alex. He struck up a conversation with her, and soon, they were playing together, harmonizing in a way that was almost magical. It was as if Mia's presence breathed life into his music. As they played on the street corners, in small cafes, and anywhere they could find an audience, something magical began to happen. People noticed. Passers-by stopped in their tracks, captivated by the music that transcended the mundane. The duet of Alex and Mia was a testament to the power of music to bridge the gap between generations. Part 4: The Comeback. Word began to spread. The once forgotten musician was back, and this time, he was different. He had stripped away the layers of superficiality that fame had forced upon him. His music was a raw, unadulterated expression of his soul. The music industry, always on the lookout for a new sensation, caught wind of Alex's resurgence. They offered him recording deals, concerts, and all the trappings of fame once more. But Alex had learned his lesson. He refused the glittering temptations and chose a different path. Instead, he and Mia started performing in local charity events, schools, and small venues. They used their music to uplift others, to inspire the next generation of musicians, and to remind the world of the power of authenticity. The genuine connection they shared with their audience was their greatest reward. Years passed, and the once forgotten musician was no longer forgotten. His face and music were etched in the hearts of those who had the privilege of listening to him. The world had changed, and so had Alex. He was no longer chasing the ghost of his former self. He had found a new purpose, a new meaning in his music. His redemption was not about the fame he had lost, but the self he had found. He had risen from the ashes, not as a phoenix, but as a humble musician who had rediscovered the true essence of his art. His journey was an inspiration to all who had lost their way, a testament to the power of resilience and the undying spirit of creativity. Part 5: The Legacy. As time passed, Alex's music touched the lives of many. He and Mia continued to play, even as their hair turned silver and their hands grew frail. Their duets became legendary, a symbol of timeless music that transcended generations. The music that had once faded into obscurity had now become a living legacy. Alex's story served as a reminder that it's never too late to start over, to rekindle a passion, and to find meaning in life. His life was a testament to the enduring power of music, the unbreakable spirit of the human soul, and the beauty of a comeback. Conclusion: a harmonizing resurgence. The story of Alex Grayson, the musician who once vanished into the shadows, was a story of struggle, resilience, and inspiration. It was a tale of redemption, of a man who had lost his way but had found it again through the universal language of music. Alex's journey was a testament to the fact that it's never too late to pick up the broken pieces of one's dreams and create a symphony of resurgence, harmonizing with the heart's true desires. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Please hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button to learn English through watching these kinds of interesting stories daily. Please click on the screen on any video showing on your screen to watch it next. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video till the end.